and Contracts Committee meeting. Open. Let's see. Call to order, Pledge of Allegiance. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We don't do a roll call?
We can.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bray? Here. Commissioner Kozlowski?
Here.
Commissioner Ludlow?
Here. Okay,
Okay,
next is to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Support. I have a motion and support. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say aye.
Nay.
Nay?
Nay.
Okay, the agenda is approved. First thing is Mr. Jesse.
So I had been in touch with, sorry.
I remember talking about this before,
Yep, so I've been in touch with, Michelle, I'm so sorry, from, the shelter. And we had agreed, we have the parking spots reserved. We had the agreement all written up. The committee approved it. Unfortunately, by the time we got through the process, we were like a couple weeks away from the summer parking opening up on the streets, which makes it a lot easier. What they've asked is for us to come back and instead of using the 3 months for the spring and 3 months in the winter, would we be willing to just allow the 6 months this coming winter? And that'll buy them the year they need or so to try figuring out long-term parking. So they're just looking for us to take the 3 months we approved for this spring, because by the time we got through everything, it was, like I said, just a couple weeks left of spring. If they can tack that on to the beginning of next year. So it would be, the contract would begin October 1st and go through March 30th of next year rather.
it says April 30th.
Or April, I apologize, April 30th.
Okay.
So just looking for approval to make that adjustment to the contract that we had drawn up for them. And then hope.
Right here, just right here.
Yeah, and they already have the signs, the reserve signs already up, everything's set to go. They just won't start utilizing it until the summer parking ends, which is end of September.
I think I'm good because it's out in the open, it's well lit.
Well, it gives them the 6 months, and which is what we were trying to do. We gave the other shelter 6 months at the Merchants Building. So this would give them helping the shelter out for 6 months, and then I think we're good with it. We're square with everybody. We don't have favoritism.
It just depends on what are they trying to do?
Same thing as they were trying to do last time.
No, I mean, what are they, you said give them the 6 months or whatever until they can figure out what they're doing. What?
I didn't ask. I mean, they know that they'd have 6 months, so it just gives them a year to figure out other options.
Where they're going, maybe, yeah.
I mean, they know it's not I explained to them why we chose the 6 month plan, why it was short term, the fact that it's not something we could offer permanently.
Well, we'll have to see how it works out.
So they didn't use those spaces at all?
By the time we got them the contract and everything was ready, I think there was like 2 weeks left before the spring parking started.
So I'm wondering what they were doing to.
Should we have a motion first?
Yeah, I'll make a motion,
So
approve this agreement as presented. Yeah, okay,
Support,
okay.
All in favor, say, oh no, wait a minute.
yeah.
Discussion.
What was the time when they're supposed to be out in the mornings?
I thought what is it on street parking, 6 a.m.? 6 a.m.?
it was all detail. I mean, again, all the details and stuff are the same. It's already gone through the committees. Everything's been approved by everybody. Just looking for us to tack on this spring to next spring instead.
Okay.
So
We're just changing the term.
Yeah, I think it was like they had to be out by, I want to say 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. It was early in the morning that
8 a.m.
they would have to
Yeah.
move their cars. Which even in the winter, you could start parking your cars on the street at that time. So
So is this going to replace that one? This agreement?
we don't have an agreement. They never signed it because we never got it to them. We had-
No time on here.
Yeah.
Right. Right, we ran out, so we would just make the adjustment on the duration that's listed on there, what the window is.
So where's the information related to them being out, and just make sure that, car broke down, so I'm just gonna leave it sit over there for the next 6 months or whatever. We don't need that.
We already talked about all that. It was addressed in the contract. I apologize, I don't have it. Let me see if I can find it in my email, possibly 1 second.
Well, I think they're supposed to follow the parking, because it says they comply with the laws, ordinances, rules and regulations. But it's just kind of, they're not just described further. So you would like to see them described further as to times they're allowed?
No, I'm not changing anything you guys already approved except for instead of this spring, it's next spring.
Yep.
So I'm changing the months that were listed for January through, I think it was March or April of this year. And instead it says January through April of 2027.
So you're gonna change that on the old contract?
Yeah, just those dates. Everything else that the board had,
We're gonna use the old contract, we're just gonna change the timeline, the term.
correct, yep.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just trying to find the,
Yeah, I know we had all that discussion.
Yes, I do. I remember.
this.
Yeah.
We talked about all of that stuff, the time and
just,
breakdown and that kind of stuff.
yeah, because we had stuff on there, for example, if they'd have to have a hanger in their car, identifying them as having permission to be there. They're not allowed to sleep in their car. They can't
Right.
have their car parked there for long periods of time without being moved. If it's broken down, it's gonna be towed at their expense. That if they abuse it or we find, bottles or trash or whatever in the parking lot, that we have the right to execute or end the contract at any given time. But I mean, we have full control over it. We don't even need reason really to end it.
Okay.
So we're just gonna tweak the term.
Yeah, just that's,
Just said that's it.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find the,
And so Nick will be the one to police this.
yeah.
Another
Because
job.
somebody's, obviously, if you're plowing the.
Well,
Right.
I think when
Yeah.
we talked about it, it'd be kind of just if Nick sees something, if we get a call from the judge saying, hey, I left at a weird hour and people are out there doing inappropriate things in their car or, I mean, it's just basically any type of reports that we get, we'll weigh those and decide how we want to move.
I'm sure the city police will be watching, or anybody, anybody driving, law enforcement, yeah. They don't have to like register. Okay. I would just see how it works.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find this.
'Cause that's a fairly lit up,
Yeah, it's lit up pretty good right there. The one
Yeah.
directly in front of the DTE gate, there's a street light right there, so.
Those parking spots when you plow though.
Well, that's my only concern is
Yeah.
we get a foot of snow and I got to plow behind those cars. There's gonna be a foot of snow wall behind them.
Right.
right?
That might be, but
But we,
But they should be responsible for watching the weather and yeah.
yeah, it was listed in the agreement that if there's a snowstorm, they're gonna have to be conscious of having their cars moved at an earlier hour. So, that was in there. Again, I'm trying to find the contract. I apologize. It was,
Do you know that when they just an off thing on this corner here, I was looking at this corner. I started turning at this corner on 9th Avenue to go to the county building rather than 8th Avenue. I think that's 8th. And when they put in those bumper things at the turn, when you're turning Chisholm, you're turning right, it doesn't align with the markings on the road. Because if you stay with the markings on the road and turn, to stay within that, you run right over and I just have that blazer. So I've been watching when I turn now to actually watch. I thought it was my vision to get that? And I go like a foot beyond that double yellow line where people are waiting at the stop sign. Anyway, just, well, yeah. Let's get that taken care of.
1 second, I should have that contract right.
Okay.
All right.
Don't think there's too many of their guests that have vehicles too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like there are not too many willing to come inside to the city or out in the woods and stuff.
Not talking last, he run a good number of them off from the college. I guess they were in the woods behind there. So he run a big group out of there. And he said the same thing. He's like, I'm here to, extend help if you want. He said, I can get you numbers. We can get you people. And they're like, no. They're like, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
He said, well, I can't tell you how to live. He said, but I can tell you, you ain't gonna live here. So.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
Well, that's good. I walk back there all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I'd kind of wondered too about going down Pinecrest where they're doing ACES now is being redone by the Lutherans, but they got the wooded area across there, that never got developed. And I was walking down last summer and I saw blankets in the woods. I was like, well, okay.
And they're getting keen to all the rules. We've had them last summer. They would literally sit on the bike path. We'd do it around something. You can't tell us to go nowhere. We're on city property. I didn't say a word to you, as long as you ain't bugging nobody or doing nothing crazy. But they'll sit right there, they'll sit in the bike path. And then I had to tell them, well, you expect that e-bike come running through here.
Not technically city property.
Well, true,
They have an easement through there. But
yeah.
Wow. Mm.
yeah, as long as they're not bugging people and are trying to walk there or ride their bikes and stuff through there, who cares they're sitting on that?
Yeah.
I don't, for one.
Well, as long as they stay out of that bathroom. That's our worst thing is keeping people out of that bathroom.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Right, Jennifer.
Or the,
Jennifer's sending over the polished agreement because she did the final version, but I can read you what was originally proposed and which was approved was that we would offer between 6 and 8 parking spots located at the annex building parking lot, which we again have the signs up out there already. Spaces will be assigned and appropriately marked for exclusive use. This will be on the 9th Avenue side of the lot. Individuals will be required to have a placard assigned by the county, placed in a visible location within their vehicle as directed. The duration, so originally was going to be from March 16th to May 1st and the September 30th through December 31st. So that's the part that we're changing. The county reserves the right to revoke assigned placards, ban individuals and or their vehicles, or altogether cancel this agreement at any time with or without reason.
so we have a contract, but this is just the agreement.
We have we have nothing signed yet. Yeah, we have this was the memo that outlined what we would do.
Okay,
Jennifer's sending over the
Memo, we're changing the term.
yeah.
The contract had come before the full board for approval. I just didn't think to print it and I apologize. I should have.
So what do the placards say?
Reserved
March 10th.
parking, and then we just got 1 through 6.
Okay. Just wonder if it could say whatever the time or, yeah. Well, then though too, they can't just drive up there and park. Don't they have to go through Sunrise Mission?
Yeah, the placards are basically Michelle Bailey and I will work together. So
Okay.
you know the names of the individuals.
Oh, okay.
So
So they don't just roll up and park there.
no,
Go through.
I'll have we'll list on file. So she'll come and see me and take the names down. Here we are. Okay, let me rip them from this for you guys.
I forgot to hand out the boat launch stuff last night. So should I take it out to?
Oh, we're gonna have them come pick it up at the. You still have it in your car?
I do. I brought it with me, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You gonna drive around to all the parks or are we just gonna have them come pick it up?
I don't know. I would rather have them come pick it up, but if I have to go to the parks, then.
I just didn't tell Laura. I was talking to her this morning.
Okay.
Didn't tell her. Well, let me check and see if
This is
it.
what we already have.
This is exactly, you guys approved. I wasn't asking to change anything but the dates, so it's exactly good. Minus the change in date.
Oh, okay. I'm good.
That's what I was trying to say, was that nothing's changed from what you guys approved. The only thing we were looking at changing was,
But this is terms. This is exactly what we got. September 30th, 2026 through April 30th, 2027.
this is the new version that we were,
I know, that's what I got with part of my,
oh, I didn't have that saved in my board book. Do you guys have access to it?
yeah, it was
Oh.
attached to board book.
Oh, it wasn't showing up.
Yeah, I have it attached to the
The
packet.
new one, not the old one.
Right. The old one just stated, what I had just read. Hold on, I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't have that in my
Copy.
good access.
See my copy?
Oh, yeah.
So the original said March sixth,
Get one?
May.
Yeah, yeah.
The only difference.
Who has the actual,
No, nobody, it never left my
no,
desk.
the actual terms of, so we never discussed, I thought we discussed at a meeting,
Right.
what they could use. We talked, the layout.
Yeah.
So
So here's the original memo that we discussed. And then you guys gave me additional notes, which was that which you guys had already seen as well.
So I guess where I'm going with that is, shouldn't some of that be then in this agreement? Because this is just memo, like to say that we've got X number of spaces, how long they can stay. Right to revoke the placards, and then
We've got the revoke the placard.
Hear what you're saying isn't in here.
so if, because it doesn't say anywhere in here, if their vehicles aren't maintained or whatever, they can be towed, will be towed. Shouldn't that be part of this agreement?
Well, we have the user agrees to comply with all applicable laws, ordinances, rules, and regulations.
The parking spaces shall be used solely for lawful parking purposes by the user and or its authorized personnel. No storage, repair work, or other activities shall be conducted in the designated spaces. So it's legalese for basically just that.
Well, but like even to get into, if a vehicle, I mean, we're not really outlining anything that as far as how long the vehicle sits there. If no one touches that vehicle for a week, are we gonna, because I'm sure if you get a snowstorm and it's gonna be, I don't know how you plow, I would assume. Yeah, so if there's vehicles there, those vehicles essentially will be in the way. If you've got a vehicle that sits there for several days and doesn't even move, that could be a problem. As you were talking about how,
Yeah, I'm looking at, this is not I apologize, she emailed it to me and this is not the final product. final product did have the times in it, so. Okay, just table it. Let's deal with it next month. Yes.
Yep.
I have no idea.
Let's just table it.
Yeah, I have no idea where the original document. So,
Yeah.
Me.
Well, this isn't something that needs to be done today anyway. We don't have snow coming.
Lord, I hope.
Yeah, we got to September 30th.
That's about right.
I'll make a motion that we table it so that we,
Oh, wait a minute. We already made a motion, didn't we?
Yeah, we have.
right, I know.
We have to get rid of it. You guys
We have to get rid of it, yeah.
Just retract your motion and make a new motion to table.
You made the motion.
I'll make the motion,
Oh,
so
you have to retract your motion.
I'll make the motion to retract the motion.
Well, you just retract your
You
motion.
just say I retract my motion, make a new motion.
Okay, I retract my motion, make a new motion that we table this and merge it with the original documents that we received and take a look at it.
Got all that, Kim?
All right, I'll support it.
Okay,
Okay. Do we have any discussion about it?
no, no,
So all in favor, say aye.
aye.
It passes. Okay, let's move on, John. Yeah, John. Yeah, Jesse. Where do you get John?
So next is the contracted attorney salary adjustments. These are due in October. We're just starting early because usually by the time it gets the process through, it takes a couple of months. For the sake of budgeting, I prefer get done earlier rather than waiting till October. So I just put together a memo that kind of outlines the different individuals. I know previously we'd paid them all the same amount.
We did have discussion on,
Yeah, one thing we did was I had reconsideration upon kind of stepping back and realizing that some of these people are putting in a lot more work than others. Not saying that the work they don't put in isn't important, but obviously it's much easier to say to an adult, can you swing by my office for 30 minutes sometime this week versus having to drive a county away, work around sports schedules and school schedules to meet with a child who's 10, develop trust with that child. You can't just go in and start asking them A, B, and C. You have to kind of ears your way into the questions. Likewise with special needs individuals, older individuals,
I could see the differences.
it's a
I
little.
mean, I could, yeah.
Currently, we don't offer any type of mileage reimbursement or anything like that. So again, some of these kids are scattered in neighboring counties. They're not all within Alpena. Just because sometimes they're sent to live with relatives, but the court case itself, stays in Alpena. So anyway, just that's why the small tweaks in different pays really to make up for the lack of mileage and other things that come up, I guess, with the tailored duties that each of these individuals carry.
Okay, well, I'm glad you looked at it then. I'd like to make a motion to adopt this. I don't have any issues with it.
I'll support.
Discussion?
Motion and support. Any discussion?
No.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Well, we probably should do we do roll call?
Oh, yeah, we're spending money.
Yeah.
Very good.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowski,
No,
Commissioner Ludlow.
Yes.
Okay,
The last item is enterprise fleet management. These are for the vehicles for grounds and maintenance that we were supposed to decide in February. We are now going into late May without any ideas what's going on. As of right now, we're going to be past the June arrival date if we have to order new vehicles, which doesn't do much. It just changes the math and what the adjusted prices and whatnot were from Enterprise with the memos that you guys have all received previously. I just wanted to kind of get an idea of where everybody is.
well, but was there something that was on the issue that needed to be looked into as to why we decide on it?
Some of us were looking into possibly seeing if we can work with a local dealer and start leasing through them instead. I tried reaching out to Cliff Anschutz, and originally we got one listing, but they did the entire fleet for the entire county rather than a breakdown of, these particular 6 vehicles. I reached back out. They said they'd get back to me. I reached out again. When they didn't, they said they'd get back to me. And then after twice, I don't ask a third time. So
Yeah.
So I was the one
Okay, okay.
who was gonna
Okay.
go. And I did go to the GMC dealer, and basically at the time that I went, I didn't have all the information. Let me go back here. One of the questions that they asked me was what the buyout was, and I didn't have that information. So on one of the documents that, I don't know if you guys have it, but I saved it under my enterprise folder. And we're talking anywhere between the buyout for these vehicles was, I think, I'm assuming, I should, but they all say you're the owner of all these vehicles. So whatever the 2022 vehicle,
Chevy 1500.
so that one, the buyout was 17,500. And then
That one got a plow on it?
the next one is the 23 Chevy Silverado 1500. That's 28,800, or was. The Sierra 3500 was 24,100. The Sierra 2500 is 23,000. And then the Sierra 2500 was 23,500. So basically, we're right in that 24,000 for the 3 vehicles that are 36-month lease, which is the ones that technically we were nearing the end of that lease. So there is no, do we need to get 5 vehicles? No, because 2 of them it's a 60-month lease. The ones that were nearing the end of the lease are those 3, the Sierra 3500 and the 2 2500s.
With the plows? Okay.
So I did when I went to the GMC dealer, again, I didn't have all the information. So the guy he said that he's like, why would you get rid of these vehicles? He's like, I can give you a lease for that. He's like, I'd take these vehicles in a heartbeat and then resell them for you. So I said, let me get more information. The information, basically the way it was presented to me by him was, I'd be crazy to get rid of these vehicles. So I did have a meeting with Enterprise to get some information from them. After talking to them, even though they're a leased vehicle and we're nearing the end of the lease term, they said that the only rush here is the fact that, do we want to get 26 vehicles or do we want to get 27 vehicles? So she said that the only need to expedite turning in the vehicles, and she told me that we're not going to lose the vehicles. We're going to continue to pay the same thing. So we're at,
But you're going to pay longer. You're going to extend longer.
well, no, you're paying. So what I'm saying is it's a 36-month lease. We're going to continue to pay the same amount of money that we're paying currently. So instead of a 36-month lease, it becomes 37, 38, 39, whatever. So if we decide to keep those vehicles, or we need to figure out what we're going to do with those vehicles, we're not obligated. They're not coming. She told me they're not coming and going to come repossess those vehicles from us because we're at the end of the 36-month lease. The sense of urgency, if you will, I guess, is are we looking to get 26 vehicles or 27 vehicles, 2026 or 2027? So if we want 2026, that's why we would
We can
need
do it now.
we would need to move rather quickly. And she said, even if today we said we're going to approve or move forward with turning those vehicles in to get 2026 vehicles, we're probably not going to see those for 4 to 5 months. And to go back to, and she, I asked her about what the cost would be.
What happens if we just keep what we have and pay them off?
Paying the same.
Well, you could, and so that was the other.
Eventually you pay them off.
So one of the things that I looked at is he has money in his line item to cover these vehicles because he had to cover it was budgeted for the vehicles, for all 5 vehicles throughout the whole year. So there is some money there if we decided we want to do that. But I guess what I wanted to touch on here was, so the savings that we're getting on some of these vehicles by turning them in and getting new vehicles, because we have to get the trucks re-outfitted with plows. So we're going to have to pay for that. She said it was roughly $2,000 per vehicle for that. The savings on the 3 vehicles that we're talking about is $87 a month, $113 a month, and $82 a month. So we're not talking a huge amount of savings.
And
So,
we pay monthly, we pay monthly?
Yeah.
We don't pay yearly?
yeah, we pay monthly.
Okay.
So again, this is I know whatever it was it last month that I said I would go? And so it's not something, and again, we need to make a decision. Do we want to continue doing the lease program? Because they're going to get new vehicles. And after it's all said and done, you're talking almost $300 a month that for all 3 vehicles that we're saving.
Let's say 300 on brand new.
Yeah,
My opinion is, if it's got a snowplow on it, we want to lease them. If it doesn't, I don't care if we keep it. Well, I guess I said that wrong. We can keep them.
I think I understand what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
But those snowplows, those trucks take a beating. And I'm gonna guess anytime now the warranty's coming off that anything that happens on our dime.
So we're not looking at doing anything with GMC then?
GMC.
Yeah,
Oh, well, no, I haven't.
because the guy said he would sell it for us or something like
Well,
that.
he told me, he said that, he's like, we can't do that. We can't give him the vehicles to sell. But he was saying that, and again, I think you mentioned it to me, or someone mentioned it to me. I thought it was you that when you did you talk to Enterprise at one point?
Jesse and I did.
So they had said that we could roughly expect $5,000
$6,000, something like
for the
that, yeah.
sale, which,
And then she said, once they sell the vehicles, if there's any extra profit, they would apply that to our lease.
Boy, that's really
or we could
convoluted.
take it in a check.
yeah.
I mean, I think it'd make more sense for us to just sell the vehicles, keep the service fee that they would charge us to sell the vehicles for us, and then give them the lump cash toward the vehicle lease, if anything, I mean, we don't need somebody else to sell the vehicles for us.
Well, the only thing the hard thing for us to sell the vehicles is we're not, I don't know how that would work, but I know we've not had great luck selling county vehicles in the past. Usually we're lucky to get, I think we sold one of your trucks at one point. Did we do well on that? I thought that was,
That was the red F-250 beat to, what and back.
Yeah.
That was a parts truck, then it was a maintenance truck, then it was back somewhere else. I mean, that one was, so we didn't get that much out of it.
But I'm thinking of the pool vehicle. We sold that. I thought we did okay on that.
wasn't that a Parks truck?
No,
No, that was that Tahoe or that black one that we had, the pool vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
Remember we,
So that was a transmission issue.
Yeah, needed transmission,
Yeah.
but still, we only got what?
3,
25?
probably got 3.
yeah, but there's more wrong with it than that, because we also had to cut off the air conditioning to most of the vehicle. We had to, there's some
Well,
other things
so
seriously wrong with the vehicle.
That was the sheriff's vehicle before it was a pool.
Oh, I didn't know
The
that.
sheriff's vehicle, and this is So the sheriff's vehicle, when we first went into enterprise, I had told the county administrator, not you, the other county administrator, that I would buy that vehicle for $3,000.
I was with you when you told her that.
We didn't even get $3,000 for that vehicle because we traded it in.
We got like $800 or something. It was some ridiculous
Well,
low.
we got like, I think 2,000, so we
Did we?
lost 1,000.
What was the one that we sold for like hundreds? I mean, it was literally.
$100 was the old pool vehicle. I'm like, I could have taken that and taken the tires off and made money and then scrapped it.
That's,
Have you ever tried eBay? I sold quite a few vehicles off of eBay for the city. Yeah, I mean, we were pretty successful. Dump trucks, pickup trucks, plow trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was equipment you own. All right.
Exactly, yeah.
So the problem with this is we still have a payoff that we would have to, so, and I just
Pick up
assumed,
the money for it.
I just assumed it was like a normal lease program that at the end of the 36-month lease or whatever the term is, that you either give it back or pay them the amount that.
If you're dealing with a little dealer, but enterprise, that's interesting because we did that a couple times with Chevy. You lease the truck from Anschutz, then you turn it in at the end. Well, they sell it because it's a dealer. And as you're talking, I'm thinking, that's why, because it's enterprise. They're not a dealer. They're whatever they are. But so you've got that middle, that's making it more
Well,
convoluted.
so, yeah, and that's, I think what happened with the vehicles that we sold from the sheriff previously,
Yeah.
they sold them off as a lot. So someone, I think there was 5 vehicles. And whoever bought those as a lot and, then, and I think we made about $2,000 because that's what they do. They sell them off as a lot and then they factor in that charge that.
The fees and all the stuff,
they do
yeah.
To sell them off.
Yeah.
So in the end, if the vehicle is sold for whatever, 2,500, when they minus out the fees that we have to pay, we're gonna get $2,000 for the vehicle. So I don't know how this would work if we turn those in.
Kind of wish you could unload enterprise altogether,
I
but
did too. That's why we were looking into trying to. get
I know,
GM.
it'd be nice if you could, yeah.
Somebody said GM didn't even wanna.
Well, I did. Originally, when I walked in there, they're like, well, we don't really do that. But then I talked to, and I don't know who the guy was. I'd recognize him if I saw him again, that he literally said to me, I will give, well, he said to me, you give me those vehicles, I'll sell them to you and I'll give you leases for every single one of those trucks because he's like, I know I can make money on this. But then he also said that I'd be crazy to continue into a lease program when we have these vehicles. So that's the,
And you said Chevy wasn't interested.
I didn't go to Chevy. I think
Yeah.
he had talked to, I think, Steve from the Chevy.
Yeah.
So we're
probably.
crazy to keep with the leasing.
He was saying that the way he made it sound was that I'd be crazy. He thinks this is how I interpreted it. He thinks that we should just keep the vehicles instead of trying to continue to lease, just continue the leases because.
Buy it out, you mean buy
Not
out?
against you, Nick, but I'm like, why are we gonna put our maintenance people in new vehicles every 3 years? I mean, that's a lot of money.
Uh-uh,
So,
uh-uh. That's funny. I don't know if you ever, did you know that there are companies like, Chevy companies and whatever downstate that make the municipal trucks and the law enforcement and what, I found it interesting that you guys got sucked into that whole leasing stuff without going out and you could buy them for almost, they're bare bones, but
well,
they're,
and again, I don't know how you do it, but I think at the time you talked to the sheriff, going back to when I first became a commissioner, we were buying slightly used vehicles. The undersheriff at the time was he found 3 vehicles for $45,000. We bought them. So we were coming up with that. So we the problem with the new vehicle, we can't, I don't know if we go out and buy 5 new vehicles because you're gonna spend whatever, 150, probably more than that,
Mhm.
especially the trucks. So,
3/4 ton. I mean,
But then there's that state, what is that, the state of Michigan has that purchasing program. There's vehicles, that's through there too. I mean, you pay the membership, but anyway, I know we're not gonna buy them, but
I'm sure, I mean, the sheriff could have found vehicles. I mean, he had a few trucks that he was looking at. I mean, that's a route that you can go, but I mean,
yeah,
with the 3 plow trucks,
that's different, yeah.
as long as those are under some type of warranty.
and those are the 36-month ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are the only ones that I'm worried
Want
about.
to push it out another 12 months, then keep them for 48 instead of the 36. You said they'd do that, right?
So what Enterprise did tell me is, and obviously this is gonna make sense, that again, going back to the time, sense of urgency, she's not saying that we're not gonna have vehicles. We will, if we did nothing and we could continue just to pay them $1,000 a month, the problem is the way she made it out was that you're not gonna get 2026 pickup trucks. You're gonna then get 2000, if you decided to trade these in, you're gonna get 2027 pickups. And obviously, cost of everything goes up. So what we might have been saving, or what we're saving potentially with 2026 vehicles, were an estimated savings of 87, 113, and 82. We may not be saving anything. We just may be, we could potentially be paying the same exact amount, just having a 2027 over 2026. So.
What are we gonna run into next year?
I think the warranties are gone at 36 months, isn't it?
Yeah,
And Enterprise doesn't have any kind of warranty. Their warranty goes with the truck, the vehicle warranty.
yeah,
So
So-
if anything starts happening now, after the 36 months,
yeah.
that's our dime.
So then the 2 vehicles that are 60-month leases, those have warranties for 5 years?
I would imagine, yes.
Okay. Well, and again, on those, like the first one, that Silverado 22,
Yeah.
literally, we're only saving, if we were to trade that one in right now, we'd save $7.20 a month, which is, to me, there's no reason to, nothing warrants why we should turn that one in to save $7.20. And again, we don't have to worry about it because we got it for 60 months.
Yeah, the only thing we need to concentrate on are the 3 plow trucks.
Well, actually though,
Yeah, okay.
oh no. MIS.
So
Trying to
you're
find-
budgeted enough to be able to take care of it, right? Is that what we were saying?
He's got the money budgeted for the payments.
Yeah. But I don't know, what should we go with the new?
If we're gonna just keep on going, I say we just do it and pull the Band-Aids off.
And get the new?
Yes.
Yeah,
'Cause I
that's
don't
kind of what I was
think we're
thinking,
gonna
yeah,
be hurting if they start breaking down
yeah.
transmission or.
You get a rough winter.
And I mean, with the lease program, isn't it true, like the more you lease with them, the lower, I mean, I know we're seeing, saving now, but don't it eventually get to where you're saving a lot of money if you keep doing that, or is that not?
Oh,
They're saying that they did the analysis of when best time to sell the vehicles. And she indicated now's the time to sell all the vehicles. But again, I don't see a benefit to
No.
trading in 5 vehicles right now,
Yeah,
especially like the one to save $7.20 a month.
yeah.
So,
That one's just playing now that the 23, the one that we got from Beaver Lake. That one you could probably sell and turn around because that's got all the bells and whistles.
is that the Sierra, GMC Sierra 2500?
No, it's a 1500. It's
That's
a
Earl's truck.
Earl's old truck. And it literally has everything.
Yeah, the park's faded.
That might be a good idea.
What is that, a Sierra or,
No, it's a Silverado
okay, so what year is it? 23?
23.
So that one was one of the ones, that has a plow on it, right?
No, that's just a standard. And it's,
Oh, yeah, vehicle transferred from the parks. Okay. So that one is the one that would save us the most money. Because we're gonna save $113 a month.
And you just flat out turn it in. That's,
well, I mean, yeah, you
Yeah.
can turn that one in or
Yeah, but
sell it and get a standard truck. I mean, it doesn't have to be the
no,
category it's in now. I mean, that is crazy.
and well, that looks like that's a 60-month lease.
Yeah.
So that one, the Chevy Silverado from the parks is a 60-month lease. And the 22 is a 60-month lease. So I don't know if I would want to get rid of the parks one that we traded in to get a newer vehicle. I don't know what the benefit of that is.
Nothing. I mean, those trucks are simply getting trash from this building, the courthouse to the fairground.
oh, yeah.
So I don't think,
Not have to be that bad.
I don't think you guys need a brand new vehicle to go collect trash.
No, we just asked that we don't have to put stop sign to every floor.
Yeah. So you could, and again, it's up to whatever you want to do. You could look at the 36-month lease, but again, you're just trading in a vehicle to get a newer vehicle.
And it was saving a little money.
Mhm.
Yeah, 80, all those vehicles are about 80, 82, 84, and 87.
Yeah.
So,
Unless they get more money for it than they anticipate.
yeah.
Okay. So,
So what are you thinking, John?
Whatever you guys are thinking.
no, the 3 vehicles, 3 trucks, right?
So,
You should turn them in.
Stay with the lease?
The 3 plow trucks, I think you should. That's what I think. I don't know.
So what's John think?
you don't want to.
Yeah.
So are you going to make a motion then?
I have to know what I'm talking about. So we would just, on the 3 plow trucks, turn them in and stay with the lease. But now I'm not sure, I'm kind of what we're gonna do with the rest.
Well, you literally,
Have time for, and table the rest.
you don't even have to table anything
No.
because literally those are 60-month leases. So we're going to continue, we're still in that lease. No
Okay,
matter what. The only thing that and again, obviously, I don't want to slam salespeople, but it's a benefit to her for us to turn in new vehicles.
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah,
Or turn in all 5 vehicles.
right, but,
So
yeah,
then the other 2 options are to either keep going with the program or try to find the money to pay them off.
well, okay.
I mean, keep the same trucks,
But then,
stay in the program.
so, and again, it's a valid point. At some point, and I don't know how hard you are on plowing.
Depends on the
You
weather.
should watch them when they're plowing up over here and they got
Depends on the
that.
weather.
Because if your thought is that and again, I'm assuming that people that have plow trucks aren't going out every 3 years buying new plow trucks.
No,
So,
no.
But then they're putting the bills on transmissions and transfer cases.
So continue the lease, turn in the 3 plow trucks for the 27s.
well, no, not 27.
It'd be
If you-
26 we do.
So if you said if today we called her up, she could probably lock in 26s. So you
Okay.
had a 26 vehicle. She was saying that if you wait, drag this out, you're not going to have the option of getting 26s anymore. You're going to have to
You'd
go.
be forced to go to 27.
You're going to be 27, and any savings that you have right here
It's gone.
well, she can't guarantee the savings,
Okay,
so.
okay.
And again, because of a newer vehicle, obviously a newer vehicle, nothing goes down, everything goes up. So a newer vehicle is going to cost more money.
Mhm.
2027 will be more than a 2026.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we continue the lease and turn in the 3 plow trucks for 26s. Does that cover it?
What did you say again?
And continue the lease program, but turn in the 3 plow trucks,
320,
plow trucks that are in the
36-month lease.
36-month lease. Probably should identify that they're the,
Plows.
what?
With those 3 have the plow.
Have the plows.
Yeah. They're the ones that take the most abuse.
And identify that they're the 36-month lease ones, should we? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. It makes it clearer, yeah. Because when we address this again, I need to know. Okay, that's my motion.
Okay, support.
Okay.
We have a motion and support. Any more discussion? If not,
Should do roll call, yeah. Yeah.
Commissioner Kozlowski,
No,
Commissioner Bray,
Yes,
Commissioner Ludlow.
yes.
okay.
Okay, public comment. Anybody in the public that wants to make a comment?
Phew, really?
I'll let y'all have one.
Anybody on?
We need a break.
Anybody do? No. Okay, next meeting is Thursday, June the 11th
wait a
at
minute,
10.
did you check to see if there's anyone with a heart?
I did. She's going like this in the Howard Mail conference room. Now I need a
I'll make a
motion to adjourn.
I'll support.
Okay, motion and support. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.